All right, so I decided to interview this lovely lender, this lovely woman, amazing soul, Samantha Rizzo, and she is the mortgage writer, which we're going to talk about and have her introduce herself. But I wanted to hop on and talk to her because I have a lot of clients. I'm a top mortgage lender in California, and I have a lot of clients moving to Idaho, Texas, Utah, and she is a good friend and an amazing lender, leading lender in Utah. It's funny because I know that you're a leader in your community. I just know you as the mortgage writer. And that's such a cool thing for people that are listening to make sure that you're on point with the branding because people don't necessarily care about what company you work for. They want to know about you, how you're going to serve them, and how you're going to serve the community and what you're doing to add value to them. And I absolutely love what you're doing, and I love your mortgage writer. Tell me about your brand really quick. So,
Okay.
where did you come up with that? Because I absolutely love it.
So there's kind of a few different layers. So the first one, I just think it's a fun play on words. Since I originate mortgages, I'm a mortgage writer, but I also ride motorcycles, so I'm a mortgage writer, or sorry, a motorcycle rider. And so I kind of just fuse the two together, mortgage writer. Kind of the next level answer is that writing has actually been very therapeutic for me and good for my mental health. Um, I actually come from a past of trauma, and I was formally diagnosed with PTSD a few years ago. And when I was learning how to write, I finally was able to come off my medications, and writing still, like, even if I can just get out for like 30 minutes, just ride around the neighborhood or go pick something up at the post office or grocery store. It helps me to stay grounded, clears my head. And so it's a lot of fun too, but it just helps keep me in a better state of mind. Um, and probably the biggest reason is because I wear it kind of like a badge of honor. Because when I first started writing, I sucked. And I don't think there's even a good way to sugarcoat it. I was just bad. And I was just in tears. I couldn't get it because by nature, I'm very studious. And so when I was taking this course, I read the course textbook front to back. I knew the techniques. I watched YouTube videos. So I knew about all this, but when it came to actually like physically maneuvering the bike, I was just terrible. And like I said, I was in tears. It was a 2-day course on the weekend. But I was like, this is something I really want, even though I thought about quitting. But I went back the second day. And when I got there, there wasn't even a motorcycle in the driving range for me. And the coaches straight up told me, like, they did not think I was going to come back. Like, they were surprised and happy I came back, but they thought I'd be a no-show. So they didn't even have a bike out for me. So I had to wait while they went to get a motorcycle and bring it back on the driving range. And so I got back on and I was riding and I still dropped it like probably 50 times. And my legs and my body were bruised so bad. Um, but I kept picking myself up and taking that 490-pound bike up over and over. And actually, by the end of that weekend course, things clicked, and I actually did pass the writing test, and I got my endorsement. And so now I ride kind of all over the place: canyons, freeways, running errands, leisure rides. I even rode it up to a mortgage expo in Salt Lake last week. Um, so it kind of just reminds me, like, I can do hard things, like, and even when we fall, you just keep picking yourself back up. And one thing my husband had to keep reminding me of, I would fall on turns. And so he's like, you have to commit to the turn. You have to like lean into it. It's hard and it's scary, but you have to commit and you get through to the other side. So that's something that's really personal to me. And I want to keep that in mind as I help clients who maybe have been knocked down trying to buy a house, but it's hard. We'll pick ourselves up and we'll get through it.
I love that. And you are so strong minded and you care so much about your clients. And I love hearing that story. And by the way, for the people that are watching this on video, some of you may not be able to see it, depending on what podcast platform you're watching. But this is a picture of Sam in the background, an actual picture of her riding her motorcycle and the rays of light that are coming through the clouds. It's a real picture that your husband
Not
took, right?
Photoshop. It
Oh
is,
my God.
yeah.
It is just, it's gorgeous. And I feel like there's some extra, me with my woo-woo stuff. I feel like there's extra meaning behind that. And it's really awesome. And it's a great parallel that you're drawing between you not giving up and with your clients, you not giving up. I gave you a lead, a referral, and out for your area, and you just worked it like no other, and you didn't give up, and you did right for the clients, and that is what means the most to me. I know that's what means the most to you as well. So thank you for being a leader in your community.
Yeah, thank
So
you.